Hey guys. So today I want to talk about how it feels to grow up being disabled. Um, I want to talk about what it's like going to school disabled. Um, I'll start with daycare. Um, I don't remember too much in daycare, but I do remember um first of all, my parents were like scared because it's like it's a new thing for me. You don't know how people are gonna act. You don't know how people are gonna take it. Like it's a real it's a real thing. So what I do remember is when people kids used to look at me all the time like, why did she walk like that and all this other stuff, and I had to like explain to people like, this is just how I am. Because at the time, I didn't know how to, explain to people. Because we're 4 to 5 years old. We're 3 years old. We don't know what we're talking about. Um, so that was an interesting experience, and yeah, I had my downfalls. Like my siblings, like they were at the other side, so they would come over and check on me and make sure I'm good and make sure nobody's bullying me, because my siblings were very very protective of me, and I appreciate that. Especially my older brother, like we're like this to this day, even though he can be hard on me sometimes, and I will say that he can be, but yeah. So I remember um when it whenever we nap time, I would never go to sleep, never. Like I would just be up, like just staring at the wall, or like I remember one time I got in trouble because the ladies didn't like me being under the sheet, and I'm like, that's how people go to sleep, like. And I used to hear like the teachers complain so much about us, like it was just crazy. And then like I would hear like the teacher said like, I don't want to deal with this, I don't want to deal with her, blah blah blah. Like it was just crazy back in the day. Like it was just crazy to deal with the daycare. And I remember this one incident. Somebody like literally push me down so they can get water, and mind you, my brother sees this. He literally picks me up, grabs my head, makes me hit that person, like literally. And then there was another time when I busted, I think it was this side route or the other one, I don't know, but I remember somebody pushed me onto a table, and it looked like I busted my eye and I had to get stitches. Like that was a horrible time. But yeah, so anyway, now on to kindergarten. Um I remember like being super nervous because I was like, kindergarten's different than daycare. Like, what am I going to expect? Like, I mean, I was excited at the same time, but then I was like, I don't know. But and so I remember the color chart. Like we had blue, we had green, we had yellow, and we had red. Blue was super blue. That's what they always called it. So I was supposed to get either green or blue. I couldn't get yellow or red because if I got yellow or red, I couldn't watch TV that day, and my parents were like trying to teach me. But I remember I remember this one time, and I didn't realize at the time that like I was experiencing racism at the time. Like, mindful, I'm not a racist. I not none of that. So, um, I remember it was snack time, and everybody was sharing their snacks, and blah blah blah. So I asked if I can share my snack. And well, I asked this girl if I could have some of her snack, and she was like, "No, you're not white." And I was like, "Huh?" And then, and so, um, back to what I was saying about the girl and the boy. Like they were like, "Yeah, no, you're not white," and blah blah blah. And this girl would try to get me in trouble. When I say in trouble, this girl tried to get me in trouble with anything. Like, and I would follow her sometimes, but not all the time. And then the teacher, I think, honestly, kind of think she was older, and I don't think she had a right to be a kindergarten teacher. No, I don't think she had the right. Um, because there was one day when I just like literally got in the classroom and I started coloring like the way she wanted me to and like anything like that. So I showed her and she was like, and she like just yelled in my face like, "Why are you showing me this? You just got hair, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Excuse me, like I'm trying to show you what I done." So in my head, I'm like, "Oh God, this teacher, yeah." And these teachers used to make me cry because I used to like always offend myself, like, oh my God, and they would get me in trouble so fucking much. Like it's not even funny at this point. And then it's like, okay, some of it was my fault, but then some of it wasn't my fault. And then like it would just be, well, first of all, they started saying my name wrong. They started calling me Tamra, Tamira, like everything. And I had to keep telling them, like, no, my name is Tamira. My mom said, don't call me Tamra, Tamira, whatever. And so, yeah, that was my kindergarten experience. I'm going to do a part two.